Hey everyone, welcome into the channel. So today is Friday. It is Friday morning and we are sitting in the Goodwill parking lot as usual. That's the normal routine. I did get a lot done yesterday at the house and I still have 2 boxes of inventory to process. So if you're waiting for something that you've seen in the video, I am really trying my best to keep up with listing what I'm picking up. You know me, I hate the death piles. All right, but today is Friday. We're going to go in and peruse the shelves in Goodwill. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm taking you with me. Okay, so the store is crowded as usual. We're going to start on the lamps aisle. These caught my attention right away. Wrought iron, beautiful, like it almost looks like mercury glass shades. Now, definitely for the inside, at first from far away, I thought they were outside lighting. Picture that outside the house. That would be so pretty. I guess you could install a hook on the outside of your house and only put it up when you have parties, but $10 each. I think I'm going to wait on these. If it was an outside, an exterior fixture, I would pick these up. $10 each. I don't think that's a bad price, but I don't think that's a great price. Lots of brass lamps, trophy lamps. Oh, look at this one. Is that a palm tree? Definitely vintage. I always tell a lamp's age by the plug. I mean, it could be rewired. Then I would be totally wrong. All right, up. Do we see what we're seeing? A purple feathered, boa feathered lampshade. That is beautiful. Now, I would not ship this because feathers are harder to ship than you think. It's very hard to put padding around those feathers not to get crushed. This is beautiful. $3.99. I could put it in the booth, but I don't know that too many people in Pennsylvania, local buyers are going to want a feather boa lampshade. Okay, am I talking myself into this or out of this? This is quite pretty. Yeah, I think the marks on the lining and the dirt, deal breaker. I don't have time to be trying to clean, dry clean, whatever, lampshades, but that is stunning. Beautifully made. Look at all the beadwork. Really pretty, but I'm gonna give myself a break and not pick that up. I see a wooden, almost like a spool design lamp. Oh, the inside is cracked. And it is plastic inside. I like to see that a shade has cloth. Not for every shade, but it could be that this lamp is a little bit older and that's a replacement shade, or that did come together. It does look like it might have come together originally. So I'm gonna wait on that. Oh, I see another lampshade, I think. This is stunning. This is a capiche lamp. Oh, you know what? It's a votive holder, like a candle holder. What are they getting for this? $9.99. That's a little high. Do I want this? I'm gonna have to ship this to get the money for it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this. I don't see any damage on it. It is beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and put that in the cart. Starting down the baskets aisle, 2 things are capturing my attention. This beautiful planter. It has an intended crackle in it. I think this is newer. No hole in the bottom. I do like the orange color. I think I'm going to wait on this. I think I've seen this same pattern in our nursery, in our local nursery. I don't get there as much as I used to. But what I am going to take, if it's in good shape, is this vintage wicker tissue box holder. I really like this. What are they getting for it? $2.99. Yeah, that's a real keeper. I don't see too many tissue box holders in this shape. In the long tissue box, I see the cube one quite often. I find the cube one for Longaberger. I have quite a few of those in the store right now, but this rectangular shape is more rare, so I'm going to grab this and put it in the cart. A little sewing box, I'm guessing, or a picnic set. Nope, it's a sewing box. I like the vintage sewing boxes. I'm not a big fan of this one. This was probably made in the Philippines. It's cute, but I don't think this would bring a lot. $3 is not a bad price if you're buying it for personal use, but for resale, I don't think this would be flying out of my store. All right. A little tiny planter basket to cover your pot. I see a wire. This is to organize your desk. This piece is just stuck in here, I hope. Yes. I don't know what that's to. That doesn't go in there. So just a chicken wire, we'll call it. Letter holder. Do we see anything else? Oh, it's over. You missed it. Baskets have been selling in the booth. Remind me and I will give you a little video of what the booth is looking like. Sales have been good. I've been selling, I should say, about $200 to $250 every 2 weeks. So somewhere between $400 and $500 a month. Now I did have 1 or 2 slow months in the summer, to be expected because the booth is very hot on the 3rd floor. But sales are picking up again for the cool weather, and the booth is working out okay. It is a lot more work than I'd like to report, but isn't everything a lot more work? It's a whole thing. So here is the finished booth today. My sales have been really good. The past 2 weeks, I think 260. I have it all written down on a piece of paper. So we do get paid every 2 weeks. We get a check, which works out wonderful. And then we pay our rent once a month, and there's no further fees on this booth. So I am paying $140 a month for the rent. I think I've shared that with you guys before. Roger and I used to split it, but the booth was not really working out great for him. And you know me, I have plenty of stuff, so that works out fine. I added a few of these little accordion pleat paper fans, I'm gonna call it, just to sort of like draw attention into the booth. And I will try to share what has been selling. It's a real mix of stuff, nothing predictable, which does make it a little bit hard on what to buy for the booth, but it's very fun. Lots of artwork. Here's the recent piece I picked up at Roots. And I am running a 50% off sale just because I feel like it, and I want to be able to fit more stuff. So that is what we're looking like. Great fun. Come and visit down the rabbit hole in Old Factory Antiques, Hummelstown, Pennsylvania. I almost thought this was a bronze sculpture. That would have been the find of the day. Have you guys ever priced bronze sculptures, the antique ones? They go for crazy high money, and they have this color. I love going to antique stores and just looking at all the good bronze. There is an antique store that I haven't been to in a long time. It's out in, I think it's considered Denver, PA. I'll try to leave, if I think of it, the address. And you can go in there, and it's very high-end antiques, but you get a real education. So, yep, that tricked me. It's resin, still beautiful, but not what I thought it was. Leopard cheetah mini lampshades, $1.99 each. I was hoping for 6. When you find this pattern, and this is like a brushed corduroy, I'm not crazy about how this seam is finished, but if you have 6 of these, they'll do well. People with dining room chandeliers will change out their shades, but you always have to check. See how the bulb got hot and kind of melted the liner? Yeah, even if we had 6, I would not pick them up unless they were in like really perfect condition. What is this? Oh, it's a lens to a projector. I wasn't sure what that was. Another lampshade. I think this might be Laura Ashley. Waverly, one of those. It's in poor condition, $3. Are these not the most beautiful dishes ever? It's like a cobalt blue winterberry. All right, so they came out on a new cart. Unfortunately, $3 a piece. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So this is going to cost more than $30 for these dishes. They are from Sur La Table. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think that means of the table, which is a very nice store, and the dishes are beautiful, but I really don't want to pay $30 for them. So for that reason, I'm going to leave them for somebody else. On the same new cart, these 2 blue platters came out. This one here, it's kind of like a cherry blossom pattern, $7, and this is Williams-Sonoma. With the holidays coming up, I am tempted to get this one and this one. Again, $7, but blue and white, stunningly beautiful. I will sell them separate, and this one also from Williams-Sonoma. So pretty. I don't see any chips. They look like they've been barely used. So sometimes I think people get them and they put them in their cabinets, you know, on display, and maybe they get used one time a year on a holiday. But yeah, I'm definitely picking both of these. But unfortunately, these gorgeous dishes have to be left behind. On the same cart that the blue dishes came out on, my girlfriend grabs this vintage Dooney and Burke. This thing is stunningly beautiful, $10. Then she said, hey, I really can't use this. Do you want this? I'm like, yes, I do. Let's look at the inside of it. That's fairly clean. Now, sometimes if the liners have any kind of issues, I always check if this liner pops out. See how you can bring this out of the purse? That way you can hand wash this and keep the water from getting on the leather, and you can get this almost new looking. So many times if it has bad staining, now this is not bad at all, but say this was bad staining food or makeup or whatever, you can hit that with either OxyClean or spray and wash, and then run it underwater, just that part of the liner, to get it clean looking. But this thing is in beautiful condition. Dooney and Burke, it really does well for me. I'm trying to balance this with my hip. All right, so this is an absolute stunning gift from her. I appreciate this so much. I'd give her a shout out, but she doesn't want even her name on the internet, so I respect that. But beautiful, beautiful purse. It's so funny. Ever since that time, it's got to be 5 years ago, maybe longer, that I found all of that silver. Every time I see anything that's even silver-like, it doesn't even have to be real silver, I'm like, oh, silver. Most pieces are marked with hallmarks if they're real silver. So every time I have found genuine silver, whether it was pictures or creamers, I knew right away, because when you turned it over, it gave the 925 with a sterling, something. Now sometimes it's plated. So these are not silver, but I did want to talk about silver because it's very attractive. A lot of cleaning involved, I have to say that. The silver I find that will bring a lot of money, I do take time to polish, but unless it's an antique piece, then I don't polish it because some people want the patina. But if it's just a contemporary piece, I don't polish it. We're now on the metals aisle, and talking about silver, these are not solid silver, and I don't know how to pronounce this name. I think it's D-U-C-H-I-N, and it does have the mark sterling. So I'm guessing these are sterling plate, but either way, these are gorgeous. Duchin? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but look at the shape of these. Are these not beautiful? I am definitely taking all four, because even if these had no silver, these would sell through because of the beauty. They're in beautiful condition. And here is the bottom of it. I will try to include screenshots for the company name and what I expect to get for these, but you don't have to know anything about anything. Look how pretty those are. Okay, am I keeping these? No, I'm selling them, but in my brain, I'm already decorating my house with them. Beautiful. They have a weighted base, and what that means is inside this bottom, inside the base, it's weighted. I think it's usually cement. I'm not positive of what material weights them. This says Duchin Silver, weighted. Very happy with this find. $2.99 for the small one, so that would be $6, and then $4 for each of those, $8, so for $14. I'm guessing at least $60 for the top and maybe $30 to $35 for these. So pretty. I will sell the taller set, which is about 6 inches, separately, and then this set together, I'm going to guess this is probably 3.5 or 4 inches. These are going right in the cart. Let's grab those and put those in. Let's see if I can put these in without hurting them. There we go. Let's grab these and stick these in. You know what? I think I'm going to put them underneath the Dooney and Burke purse so that no one steals them. Now this is Goodwill Lancaster, and we have had problems with people stealing out of our carts. Most of us have had that experience, so I am being especially careful. In all my years of thrifting, I've never had anybody steal anything out of my cart. But I guess times are getting tough and people are, I don't know, they're just a little out of control. So I try to really put the better stuff at the bottom of the cart, besides really keeping a close eye on it. This is also on the metal shelf. How pretty is this? It's a gold faux crocodile lined tray. Very pretty, $5. This would be a good seller for the booth. Yeah, this will probably go quickly if I price it right. I think I'm going to price this at maybe 15 to 18, something like that. Kind of lightweight, which is nice. It's not super heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and take that and put that in the cart somewhere. Put it right there. At first, this pot caught my attention. There's also the saute pan down there. Not sure if that one's matching it. This handle looks a little bit newer. But the thing that surprised me was this set. Here I'm looking at this set, which I thought in my head I'm not going to pick it up, but it's always fun to see vintage colors. And then this caught my attention. Right away, I saw the Henkel's branding. Henkel's puts out knives, and I recently sold, I'm going to say 5 or 6 knives, and really did well with those. So I'm going to try to flip this whole situation over so we can take a look at this. Here is the name here, Henkel's, Henckels. And this is Henkel's International. It is the aluminum set. I don't know if these are considered all clad, and they're taped together. So it looks like, I don't know if we have the proper covers. I'm going to have to cut this tape. So I'm guessing a set like this, brand new, probably sold for like $400. And Goodwill has it all taped together for $5. So again, this would be a booth item. So I'm going to have to untape all of this to see what the inside looks like. I think I'm seeing discoloration, but it could be just the coating. So I have to find like a key or something. I don't carry a knife to see if I can untape this and grab these. Again, I will sell these in the booth, but I will let you know if I get these and what kind of money this, will bring. But hopefully you can see there is the Henkel's mark right on the handle. And that's what drew my eye to it. Like, what is going on here? I also have to see if we have, I think we have 3 covers, and I think there are 4 pans. So one of these covers might interchange with like the sauce pot and the fry pot. Fingers crossed. I don't know how I wound up on this aisle. Once again, I had the talk with myself on the way here, like, Karen, could you please get small things? And I'm like, I always get small things. This is my whole, inner head conversation. And then I get here and buy all the big things. Toast Tight. This is kind of like a sandwich maker. I think it makes like toast and sandwiches. I think it even does a pie of some sort, like a meat pie. Making all of that up. So you're going to have to look up all of that for yourself. It is going for $4.99. I think this is vintage, definitely vintage, wood handles. It is quite schmutzy, so there's that. I'm not cleaning this, but if this was in cleaner condition, this should bring, I'm going to guess $20, but for now, I'm going to leave it on the shelf because I don't have time for washing Toast Tights. All right, I'm just flipping back and forth between one side and the other because the aisles are just filled with people. There is no getting people in my videos. When you go to popular stores at prime time, I mean, I got there very early. I was one of the first in the door. But once, 10 o'clock hits, everybody's here. So forgive me if I'm a little bit jumpy in this one. I'm going to say there's got to be over 100 people in this store. Look at this gorgeous crucifix. This is a shame it has damage. Damage to Jesus's face and his hair. Just beautiful. Definitely vintage. I don't see any maker's name on it. And I don't think this is Mexico. A lot of times I see these made in Mexico. This one might be Italy. Definitely vintage. So for now we're going to have to leave this one on the shelf. Here is like a chip and dip platter or veggies. Unfortunately, it's got this chip here. But see the way this is painted? I think this is hand painted. Right away I'm thinking Italy or Portugal. Beautiful. Let's turn this over and take a look at it. This is ripe. Z-R-I-K-E. This is the Primavera pattern, designed by Eileen, and there's her last name, Eileen something. Hand painted from China. If this didn't have the chip, I would expect this to bring 35 to 40. So again, nice for a local sale that you don't have to ship it, because this is really hard to ship. Even for me, shipping after all of these years, I really don't like shipping. This stoneware, I'm gonna call it, ceramic. But that is beautiful. I wanted to show it to you guys. $4. If it wasn't shipped, I would pick this up and put it in the booth. What is going on here? Does this cow have a crown on or a hat? I guess it's a hat, and he's a creamer. He does seem to be newer. Not newer like, you know, this year or last year, but not from like mid-century modern or older. Okay, $2.99. It does have some breakage. I've never seen him before. Kind of cool. What is this back here? Okay, is that a chef who's smoking a cigar? Oh, this is Goodwill? What? How could that even be? I'm so confused. That can't be right. Can it? It doesn't seem well painted enough to be a Goodwill. I've never seen this design. I'm so confused. So confused. I don't know what I'm looking at. Did somebody paint it, like overpainted? Maybe it was originally painted and the paint was chipped, but it does seem like it's under the glaze. Okay, those are all my thoughts. I have no idea. Hopefully this is not super rare because I'm not getting it. We have a box with Lenox. I don't pick up a lot of Lenox. Oh, it's the cake plate. This is the gold rim Georgian, I think this one is called. Oh, it even has its paperwork. Doesn't seem to be used. All right, what do they want for the cake plate? $3.99. I don't know anybody getting married right now, or I would just pick it up for them. Also the knife, it's the matching one with a serving knife. $3.99. So for $8, you could have a really nice Lenox wedding serving set. But I don't know, Lenox is very out of favor right now. I don't see too many people buying the Lenox like the white and the gold, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna leave those together and leave them on the shelf in case somebody else knows somebody getting married. Okay, I have to admit, I saw this chicken picture sitting on the shelf, and there's something about them I like. This is probably Home Goods. $4.99. I don't know. I don't like pictures, but I do like chickens. It's kind of like comical looking, like his expression or her expression. You could tell it came from TJ Maxx, and it was hand painted in Italy. So that doesn't make it all that special, but it is really cute. I am gonna leave it on the shelf. It's gonna be too breakable in shipping. We have some red glass. I don't know if that color is all the way through. It does appear to be. I don't see. It does seem newer though. This is probably, yep, IKEA. Those are quite nice though. You know, I hate to say it, but more and more I'm becoming a fan of IKEA for a modern store. I mean, you can't compare it to vintage. You just can't. Vintage stuff is just made better. Better than the contemporary stuff I see in Goodwill. I should say that. But those are kind of nice. $2.99, and I don't know what IKEA would have charged originally. $3.99. So 4 and 3, $7. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wait on them. I do like them. It's like a bowling pin shape. All right, I'm gonna walk away from them, but those were almost a maybe. The first couple years I was selling, I heard all about Fiesta Wear. I didn't know anything about Fiesta Wear. These are made in USA, and I did pick up quite a bit of Fiesta Wear that I could not give away. I think it's certain colors and certain ages that sell better than others. I'm gonna guess it's the more vintage colors rather than these primary colors. These are nice, $2.99. So leave a comment down below if you own Fiesta Wear, if you love it, if you sell it, any knowledge you have about which ones do, you know, best. But for now, I'm going to leave these. And again, I'm not a big fan of the individual pricing. I'm just not. This is a very pretty sugar ball. Right on to the next thing. Look how pretty that is. $2.99. Where is the creamer? I would almost be tempted to pick that up. It is crystal. beautiful. All right, we have a deviled egg plate. Oh, two of them. Oh, look at the rainbow one. Let's look at the rainbow one. Oh, that is pretty. $4.99. Oh, wow. That's very optic, opalescent, lusterware, all those words. I'm going to Google this. This is stunning. I don't know if this is worth anything, but I think I'm getting this without even looking it up. I mean, I will look it up, but I'm putting this in the cart. Look how pretty that is. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. All right, so I did a quick Google image search. This thing is so pretty. I'm enamored with my own deviled egg plate. Now I feel like I want deviled eggs. Indiana glass, Carnival glass, we need that. That is beautiful. So for $5, I think easily I'll get 25 to 30 for this. So pretty. It almost looks like a sunflower too, which I like it for that even more. Hobnail on the back. Beautiful. On the same shelf that we found the Indiana glass deviled egg plate are these beautiful cups. This says grouse on them. I'm not sure why somebody would want to drink out of cups that say grouse. I guess it's better than ducks. I don't know. Those are really nice. Okay. Oh, $3 a piece. Oh, we have more down here. 3 more of them. All right, so how much is this? Oh, I see another one. You guys are all shouting at me, and I heard you. I heard you. There's an 8th one. Okay, so 8 times 3 is 24. I hate to stack them. I'm going to just lay him there. Do we see any more? Don't think so. I'm going to have to Google these, but there's something about these I like very much, especially for Thanksgiving. Wouldn't that be stunning? Oh, so pretty. All right. I will do my homework and let you guys know if these are a good pickup or not. It seems like the set originally had like different species of birds, like pheasant and all of that. So it's like, how did somebody wind up with 8 grouse? Could you buy them individually? I guess that was the case. They were called Vintage Duck and Game Bird Set, Federal Glass. The other problem is these don't bring what, by the time I buy this, there's not going to be any room for profit. That is a shame. If I was having Thanksgiving in my house, I would make everybody have little water cups and drink out of these. Yeah, $3 a piece. What a shame. Come on, Goodwill. And it's not black tag. The color of the day is yellow, because I thought of that too. If it was half price, I'd probably get them, because I like them that much. But for now, we're going to leave them on the shelf for somebody else, sadly. I went to pick this up, and my girlfriend, Lindsay, said she had this in her cart. She had looked it up. She thinks it's from the 40s. It's a little teddy bear planter. This would be adorable with a little air plant out of it. So cute. But I can't base everything on how cute stuff is, although that must be a very fun job where you just buy the cute stuff. All right, $4. Yeah. I think if it was a cat or a dog, I would get him, but a bear is just not as popular. People don't want bears. That's just a fact, as much as they want chickens or birds or cats or dogs. Sorry, little bear. I'll leave you on the shelf. I'm sure somebody will buy him. All right, what else are we seeing? We are definitely in the dishes. We are in the throes of the dishes. Oh, are these origami? Somebody made origami stars? Huh. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. This is a pretty color of coral I've never seen. I do like those. This pattern is called Citrus, I think. It's kind of like a deeper yellow and then a lighter yellow stripe. Those are in really nice condition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course. And then I think this is a mixed set. We do have 8 of the smaller bread plates. Yeah, they've just stuck other things in there. I don't know why Goodwill does that. Like, here's the plate you want, and then these are totally different plates. I don't think I'm going to bother just getting the bread plates. That might be a mistake. I'm thinking I could probably get 20 to 25. But I think people want like the platters and the bowls. Do I want to do the 7 for $4? I think I'm going to wait on those too. All right, how pretty are these? This is Chad's Ford Aloha. There it is there. Chad's Ford Stoneware Aloha Japan. I like stuff like this. I feel like this is very 70s looking. Unfortunately, this does not bring a lot of money. I feel like it should. Stoneware. It's very heavy. People want lightweight things, I think. They don't want the big heavy dishes. But how pretty is this? I'm making a clatter showing it to you. Picture a whole set of this on a table. Would this not be fantastic? Oh, I absolutely love this. The yellow and the brown is everything. I wonder how Roger feels about this. I feel like if it was a whole set, I would be tempted to buy it for our house. Yeah, and this matches nothing. Not a thing. I have no yellow and brown 70s patterns going on in the house. All right, leaving it for somebody else, but that was very fun for a minute. Oh, here's our Sango. Right, S-A-N-G-O. Nova Black. I don't think I've seen the black. I've seen it in brown. I do like the shape of these. Still like that shape. All right, what else is going on? We have started a second cart. Somebody else's tissue. We have a little Santa that I got while you weren't looking. He does have, I think, a genuine fur beard. Let's see. Oh, it feels like rabbit fur. Look at the detail in him for $3.49. He's got a little buffalo plaid jacket and a birdhouse, all the things, snowshoes. All right, we're putting him in. I always stuck a few more things in when you weren't looking. Nesting dolls, as long as the dolls are there and it's in decent shape, always a yes. I love nesting dolls. And I picked up this bag of people. Here's a sentence I never thought I'd say for a job. I think they might go to like a training set. I don't know. $1.99, little figures. They look older. I'm getting them. That's my big impulse buy. And, oh, a couple more pieces. I found this elephant with a trunk up. Now, these pieces all came out on a new cart. Lots of people around the new cart, so I couldn't show it. He looks like stone, but I don't know what he's made out of, but he's really cute. It's like he's smiling. Do we love a good elephant? Yes, we do. Especially for $4. He's going in. I think this dish might have come in a set of little dishes for appetizers. $2.99. It's like a pea shell. I do like it, but I feel like I need the rest of them, so I'm going to wait on that one. And I found a pig. I have no idea what this pig is. Okay, so you fill him with something, and I think it shakes out his mouth. That's all I've got. We're getting him. All right, so to end the video, I think I'm going to look for some sort of toy for Roger because he's at a golf tournament today, and I try to bring him home something. We have some boxed games. Oh, my word. I have no clue. Fairy Tale Castle. I know most of the games that he likes to really zero in on are the rare ones, the odd ones, and the vintage ones. I don't see anything here. He doesn't do a lot of stuffed animals. I think he did sell a Squishmallow recently, or 2, or 10. Barbie. We can get him a Barbie car. He'll hate me for that. I'm sure there were more pieces and maybe some more stickers with it. But for $3.99, we'll see how he likes that. All right, guys, I think that's it for today. The baggie for my snack. Yeah, I think we did pretty well. Hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, go out and get what's yours.